musicians, but particularly composers, need to be able to read, write, hear, and understand written music in the same way that we read, write, speak, and understand our respective languages. An excellent demonstration of this ability is presented in a film clip from the movie Amadeus, where the antagonist, Salieri, examines Mozart's written scores and in the quiet of his own mind actually hears the sound of the music.
These are originals?
Mm-hmm.
Astounding. It was beyond belief. These were first and only drafts of music. But they showed no corrections of any kind. Not one. He had simply written down music already finished in his head. Page after page of it, as if he were just taking dictation.
Our ears perceive the world around them in terms of sound waves. When the waves are chaotic, inconsistent, and incoherent, our ears categorize them as noise. When the waves are organized, consistent, and balanced, our ears categorize them as tones. Tones are the essential elements that make up what we call music. A tone has 4 individual characteristics. The composer uses and manipulates these characteristics simultaneously to shape the melodies and harmonies of a composition. The first characteristic to examine is pitch. We use the word pitch to describe generally how high or how low the tone sounds, and the word register to describe how high and how low the pitches are in relation to one another. For example, a standard 88-key piano has a rather extensive register. Looking at the piano keyboard, we see that there are repetitions of the same tone, which we shall call A, occurring at regularly spaced intervals. The only real difference between any of these A tones are how much higher or lower they are in relation to one another. We can count that there are 7 A's on the keyboard, and each A is higher in pitch or at a higher register than the A beneath it. Let's listen to the 7 registers of A on the piano keyboard. To achieve a standard in naming of registers on a piano keyboard, each register is assigned a number. The lowest register is numbered 0, while the highest register is numbered 6. Another way we identify a register is in terms of its distance from what we call middle C. Every musical tone is named by some form of the letter A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. As we look at the piano keyboard, we see that all of our A's are repeated every 8 white keys, leaving room for the B, C, D, E, F, and G between them. This space of 8 tones is called an octave, from the Latin octo, meaning 8. This same relationship is true for any of the tones associated with the white keys. At the keyboard position we call C3, which is very close to the center of the piano keyboard, is the tone that we have named middle C. it has become somewhat of a tradition to name the various registers in terms of how far above or below the middle C they occur. Thus, we can have an A, B, C, D, E, F, or G above middle C or below middle C, 1 octave above or 1 octave below middle C, 2 octaves above or 2 octaves below middle C, or 3 octaves below middle C. Let's hear how these registers sound on the piano keyboard, and also how they sound on different musical instruments. One instrument capable of this very low register is the double bass. The lowest tone the double bass can sound is an E0 or E 3 octaves below middle C, which sounds like the next higher register sounds like Once again, the double basses easily play within this register, occurring 2 octaves below middle C. One octave higher, the register 1 octave below middle C sounds like Here is the bassoon playing within that register. Next, we hear the register starting at the A just below middle C. We can listen to the clarinet as it plays within this register. The register beginning at A just above middle C sounds like Playing in this register, the trumpet sounds like The next register, playing at 1 octave above middle C, sounds like The flute finds its best sound within this register. Finally, we hear the register beginning at A 2 octaves above middle C. And here, the piccolo, one of the few standard orchestral instruments capable of this very high register, plays at 1 octave higher than the flute. This concludes our lesson on pitch and register, one of the 4 characteristics of tone. In our next lesson, we will talk about specific pitch as one of these 4 characteristics.